see if I can get some shit in here. What's going on, Nick? Oso, Justin, Junkie, Ken, Harley. Let's see if I can fucking find the chat and put it on the computer here. What's up, Juan? David? Ford Truck Guy. I gotta pop this shit out. Damn it, lost it. So guys, what's going on? Let me figure out where the hell the address of this place is, because everybody needs to know, even if you're not coming. Oh yeah, I gotta fucking figure out how to do all this other... Oh, you can just tap right there on the fucking thing. What's up, Cello? Nick, try not to block anybody that doesn't need to be blocked, alright? I think I got everybody in here now. What's up, Cat? Cat, what are you doing up so late? I guess it is only Saturday. Oh, come on. What's up, Peter? We got this meet and greet coming up in Kansas City, and the date's already been set. It's been October 21st, forever. We're going to do it at Veterans Park in Gardner, Kansas. I think we agreed on 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. What's up, Odin? Right now, Jeff, we have me, Cat Logo. He's going to be there. I asked another guy who I saw was in Kansas City here the other day on Erico's channel, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. But Nate Boyer, if you guys watch the Discovery Channel, he has a business called Cultured Customs. His show on Discovery Channel is called Gear Dogs. He does have a YouTube channel, yet I haven't been able to find it because there's a couple copycats out there right now, since he does have a nationally televised show. So I haven't been able to find his real channel. But yeah, he's going to be there. I don't know how many of the dogs are going to be there, or any of the guys that actually work for him there at Cultured. But they're all fucking welcome to come down. I mean, the more the merrier. It would be awesome if Oso came, but I think he's probably got to work. Yeah, I'm getting ready to, this next week I'll be making some apple pie to bring. I got to get a hold of Chris Jones. He's just up in Nebraska. I got a hold of Bearded CB. I'm still waiting on a response from him. But, yeah, any of those guys showing up would be awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Also, you don't need 2 plane tickets. Just ride in the cargo bay. It'll be fine. Yeah, Ken, I kind of figured you'd be at Junkies, seeing as how he's just right down the street from you. So Veterans Park is 121 West Pawnee Lane, Gardner, Kansas, 66030. So if I can actually... Oh, there's my chat. Let me see if I can pop that up and type it. Well, if I type it, it doesn't really matter, but at least it'll be in the chat. I mean, hell, I already said what it was on the video. Cello, that's a big-ass plane to have 3 seats in the middle. Most of the time, it's only 3 on each side. What is that fucking plane, Oso? The C, like, 180 or something? Let's see here. Six 030. Yeah, Cello, them's the big-ass fucking planes. I've only been on one of them once, and it was actually coming back from New Jersey. They fucked up my flight. Well, actually, I didn't get there in time, so they bumped me. So I had to fly to Chicago instead of straight back to KC. So, flew to Chicago, deplaned, ducked and covered for about 2 hours, then crawled on the other plane, and then flew back to Kansas City. See, I didn't see any of Chicago, except for the fucking floor. I don't know how to add people on this fucking YouTube. I don't use Google Hangouts when I live stream because I'm different. I would love to know how to do that. Oh, hey, look, there was my jerry-rigged light. Oh, yeah, direct flights are the fucking way to go. What's up, Frankie M? Yeah, Junkie, I think that is just on the Hangouts. This is the YouTube app on my fucking iPad, which is probably why it's clearer. There is no way to post a link in the chat. I can share, but I think that's just Facebook. Yeah. That's just, well, wait a second. Let me look here real quick and see. Yeah, that's all the problem is. I'm not on the Hangouts. I don't know what that'll do. I sent something to you, MD Lee. It was through Google Hangouts though, and like I said, I'm not using Google Hangouts. I'm using the fucking... Yeah, I figured it would be just the video. Later, Justin. Yeah. I mean, I have a regular computer, it's just it doesn't fucking work. Like, the microphone doesn't work. I actually had a live stream up where I was trying to figure out how to do the fucking computer deal, and it was just me, like, sitting there staring into the fucking computer and clicking buttons and shit, not even talking, just staring into the fucking computer like this. And then every now and again you'd see my shoulders move or some shit like that because I'm fucking typing. It was fucking hilarious. I left that video up just for Fuzzy. Yeah, Cello. I know exactly what you're talking about. I really should be in bed right now. But I needed to get some kind of video out for the meetup, and I may actually do another video, but I needed something out that had the whatchamacallit, the information for the meet and greet. I'm also going to try to see if I can get some tool companies to show up, like Casey Tool, maybe Clark's Tool. Call up Harry J. Epstein. Yeah, oh, so you're just going to have to go live if you still got 7 hours of a shift left. Because, if I were in town, MD, I might be able to get the Mack truck to actually show up. But he only travels south of here a couple of days, then he's right in town. So I've never seen a gear wrench truck. Actually, my dad told me the other day, he was in a town about 20 or 30 miles south of here. He actually saw a fucking Cornwell truck. And actually, I bought some shit before around Topeka, which is straight west of me, and it was Cornwell. So I know they've had a Cornwell truck in Topeka, but I've never seen any here in Lawrence. Yeah, Jeff, the Casey Tool, if they showed up, they would be the Nipex representative. They would have a shit ton of Nipex and fucking Philo and Wiss and Wera and all that, you know, funny name shit that nobody can pronounce. Yeah, MD, it's real complicated to invite people to the fucking stream. The pronunciation debate is it's over. You can't have a Knipex knife. You have to have a Knipex knife. If Knipex made knives, Knipex would automatically be Knipex. There's no such thing as a Knipex knife. That's just stupid. So it's Knipex. Yeah, and see, Cat's only like 45 minutes away from me, if that. Well, it depends. You know, you can get on one highway, and if you're not driving 80, somebody's pushing you. So then it's only maybe a half an hour to get to where Cat is. So, but if Cat came over here to Lawrence, matter of fact, Cat, I can give you my Mac dealer's number, and you can call him up whenever you got anything, and he'll warranty shit out. You can walk on his truck and buy whatever the fuck you want. I mean, he's cool beans. Most Mac guys are. They can't be dicks like the Snap-on guys, because, you know, Mac's just not, they can't be dicks. They really can't. They don't have the business that Snap-on does. They can't turn people away and say, your money's not green enough here. No, it's always green on the Mac truck. Yeah, I'll give you all of his information and shit on Saturday. Yeah, if people are available, or if people have a Mac truck available, a lot of times Mac will work a lot better with you than Snap-on. It's the same way with Matco. Matco will work more with you than Snap-on will. Snap-on has a huge corncob stuck up their ass. And, you know, I'm not going to say they have shit tools, because they don't. They have good tools. I like Snap-on. I think SK's better, but, you know, I like Snap-on. What's up, Drews? Yeah, that's the thing. Consistency. Every day you got to be there. That's why Jay Young does not like to, you know, open up a lot of accounts with different people, because they never show up. Hell, this Snap-on guy who's brand new, you'd think he'd want to sell the shit on his truck, because he just got through paying a bunch of shit for it. You would think that he would show up every fucking Wednesday or whenever the hell Jay Young's Snap-on day is, but he don't. He takes vacations. He, you know, calls in sick, fucking stays home, you know, doesn't ever show up whenever he's supposed to. I mean, that kind of shit's bullshit. You got a business, you got to show up. If you don't, nobody's going to fucking buy anything from you. What's going on, Sick? Sick knows about the Mac guys. He's got a good Mac dealer, I think. I'm pretty sure I've heard Sick talk about he's got a good Mac dealer. Pollock, I can't shave. My kid wouldn't recognize me if I shaved. If I shaved and came home, my kid would shoot me. And that's probably not even an exaggeration. If I came home completely shaved, I'd be fucked. I'd be pulling bullets out my ass. Wife and kids are always good. I only know about one kid, because all the rest of them, you know, I'm number, I can't remember what it was, 287A or B at the sperm bank. And so I don't know how many kids I've actually fathered. But, you know, they do say that blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pineapple-tasting baby batter I make just flies off the shelf. I mean, I can't physically store up enough before they're on the phone fucking calling me saying, hey, can you come in? It's ridiculous. You know, I've been a little gimped up here lately, so yeah, I'm behind. Yeah, MD Lee, did you actually get phone number? I'm sure he does, sick. He's been around you all day. He's gotta love me. Ah, there you go, MD. If she doesn't come willingly, there's always another way. What the hell is that, MD? I've got to go see. Oh, nice. Yeah, I know all about that. That is a fucking sweet deal right there. I think he's still in here, too. There he is. Yeah, I knew he would. What's Nick Windsor talking about? I don't even see him up there. What's he doing, Junkie? He hasn't been active for a little while. Oh, what's up, KK Cobra? KK Cobra, I know that you were helping Nestor with his loft upstairs. Is he almost done with that, or what's the deal? I haven't seen any new like mechanic pod streams or anything like that coming out of his channel. Surely he's got that upstairs done, doesn't he? Fucking around at the zoo. Ah, that's good. I knew he wanted to get it done pretty quick, but that was before he kind of like quit messing around on YouTube. And so I didn't know how interested he still was getting all that shit done. That's right, all life matters. Even African lives, Miguel. No, it's not a wall. The problem is I have this light right there. And if I don't have something hanging up, that light, you can't fucking see a damn thing. Firewalls, MD Lee. I can reach through firewalls. That's for sure. KK, do you know if he's going to, now that he's got his book done and he's out, is he going to go ahead and start doing the mechanic podcast from up there and shit like that? Because I was kind of interested in seeing who he was going to bring in to do like interviews and shit like that with. Yeah. Uh-oh. Looked like the stream was crashing out on YouTube. He had his Mustang down the other day, though. So it's got to be running. It may not be daily driver material yet, but it's got to be up and running. He's done pulled it off of that lift in the fucking corner where all the, you know, jobs that take forever go back to sit and marinate waiting on parts or whatever the fuck. Since you guys all showed up, that may be junky. Sometimes, you know, you just shit happens. You can't get everything done. But since you guys are here, I'll give you a sneak peek. You see that? Now, if you guys know anything about what happened last time, then you know that there will be something up here pretty soon, because I've already got the fucking paper drawn out. So, yeah. Not only do I have the paper drawn out, I've also got the video shot. I think all I really got to do is edit and upload. And I don't really think this video is going to take a whole lot of editing time. It really shouldn't. Oh, Fuzzy, you'll be able to do it. It's so fucking easy. It's ridiculously easy. Look at that. I put that fucking thing up and I got a new subscriber. I have to go check him out, make sure he makes contact. Yeah, Sick is right there next to you, KK. Isn't LA like the whole fucking southern part of California? I mean, that's just how they do it, isn't it? Even Dow is in LA, isn't he? Yeah, I know Frankie M's in LA. Frankie M's almost in LA proper, like Sick. No, Fuzzy, what's he giving away? Juan, look. Juan, do you see that? M12 ratchets, holy fucking balls. Nice. I could use some M12 fucking ratchets. I mean, not every day, but I'd use them as much as I could. MD, I can't believe the Hercules won. There's no fucking way. Yeah, I don't know any of them streets. Also, but yeah. Everything south of Sacramento, I think, is LA. Of course, to me, I can't go to LA because they'd want every single gun that I fucking own. So, I can't go to California. Yeah, Frankie M was giving live updates on the Kings game in Dowstream. Did it finish up 1-1? Did it finish up 1-1 there, Frankie? They won't let me bring in any guns. Oh yeah, Central Valley, also known as what, Silicon Valley? 4-2, well fuck, that escalated fast. Oh my god, KK, that's so fucking stupid. You're gonna have a FOID card like everybody that lives in Illinois. Yeah, you can bring them all into California, you just can't get caught with them. Oh, Juan, nobody's seen the video yet. Nobody's seen the video up. That was just that wasn't a spoiler, that was a teaser. Yeah, Joel. San Fran. And San Fran's right next to, what? Oakland and Sacramento and everything else. Damn. Kids love me. I was sitting there, I can't remember what the fuck the name of the place was. It was like a, whatchamacallit, a, McDonald's maybe. And, you know, I had to pull off over the side because they weren't done cooking my fucking chicken or whatever. They didn't have enough jalapenos to put on my burger because I ordered extra. And pulled over next to this kid. And the kid in the back seat turned around and was staring at me in the driver's seat. And he was just fucking, you know, googly-eyed at me like, oh my fucking god, it's Santa Claus in the flesh and it's only fucking June. It was hilarious. My kid was fucking laughing her ass off. No candy in the beard, no. Fuzzy, you already do videos, so a video response is not that big of a deal. But, it's all about one tool in your box. So, it's so easy. I mean, you can do more than one tool, but really only have to do one tool. And just talk a little bit about that tool, and that's it. You know, it'd be a fucking 2-minute video is all. No shop tour, no toolbox tour. I did that last time. Yeah, one tool. Yes, we have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's the fucking bomb. We have Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Those are the two I like the best. We do have like Church's. There's a place called Zaxby's. There's Slim Chickens. There's of course KFC. Yeah, there's all kinds of fucking chicken places out here. Yep, Cane's. I've never heard of Azel's. If there's one in the city, I haven't seen it yet. No heaven sent. We do have Sonic, though, MD Lee, and on Sundays, they have a $5 chicken tender meal that comes with, like, mashed potatoes and fucking garlic bread and some other kind of shit. Yeah, we have Five Guys. Yeah, Slim Chickens is good. I haven't been into a Stroud's. I haven't ate at Five Guys in a while, but we have them. Yeah, I like Sonic because they have the half-price shakes after 8. And then it's like every fucking Tuesday is half-price burgers. And then they fucking have 50-cent corn dogs every now and again. And that's, I mean, you can't beat a 50-cent corn dog. Hardee's is awesome. Hardee's is the only place people should ever eat a burger from, is Hardee's or Carl's Jr. We do have Taco John's. We do have Jack in the Crack. No In-N-Out burger. No Del Tacos. No, what's that other one? Chicken de Pollo or whatever. We don't have one of those either. No Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah, El Pollo Loco. We don't have any of those. It would be fucking sweet ass if we did, but we don't. Wasn't that the same name they used in fucking Breaking Bad? What was the name of that chicken franchise that guy had? The guy from like Argentinio or whatever. No Whataburger. We don't even have White Castle here. Whataburger is further south. No Pineapple Pollo. Elotes? No. Kat, did you ever live in Florida? How long did you live in Florida? Or were you just stopping by? Oh, you don't like White Castle? Camden, New Jersey. Miguel, I was just in New Jersey. Hackettstown and Denellen. Yes, Pineapple Cock, yes. I knew you were from down around that area. What do you not like about them, Frankie M? Do you not like the onions, or do you not like that you can eat 12 of those fucking things and then you sit there and think, oh my god, I ate 12 fucking cheeseburgers? Yeah, I don't know the geography out there. I know that, isn't it Philly's right across from Camden? Leak Auto Repair was going to hop on a train from Philly and go to Dunellen to do the meet and greet. Yeah, you can put pineapple on a pizza for sure. Yeah, pineapple and ham, Canadian bacon. Juan, you don't like pineapple on your pizza? Oh my god. Yeah, Ken, that's what I always thought. I always thought whenever I was drunk I'd like to have White Castle. Maybe that was because I was drunk. You know, kind of like people get drunk and they're like, oh yeah, Taco Bell sounds great. And then you're fucking blowing out both ends. But, you know, whenever you're drunk, it still sounds good. Kat, do you drink fruit in your beer? Do you put fruit in your beer, though? I used to never be able to stand, like, putting fucking lime or lemon wedges in fucking beer or any of that kind of shit. Apparently now, it's, you know, you're a commie bastard if you don't like putting lime or lemons and shit in your fucking beer. I mean, I don't drink beer all the time, but when I feel like a beer, I drink a beer. I don't drink something fruity. If I want to drink something fruity, the old lady's got like Mike's Hard Lemonade and fucking Smirnoff and all kinds of shit in there. I'm not a big fan of wheat beers, which is funny because I live in Kansas, but I don't like wheat beers. Yeah, I still don't do the fruit in the beer. I mean, I've had it before, but I've never, it's not my thing. And the funny thing is, I had a shirt back in the day that said, it was like a Miller Lite shirt, and on the back of it said something like fruit doesn't belong in beer. And then I think Miller Lite was the first one to come out with a fucking like lemon flavored beer. They're like, you fucking sellouts. That was like fucking 10 or 15 years ago, though. One of the best beers I ever had, and it's hard to get a hold of because I had it while I was in Hawaii, was a beer called Bikini Blonde. And I can't remember, I think it was a lager, but I'm not for sure. It could have been a pale ale. But that was one of the best tasting actual beers that actually tasted like beer that I had in a long time. I mean, it's one of the greats for sure. No, Fuzzy, not Kansas City, Missouri. It's actually in Gardner, Kansas, which is like a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. We wouldn't have it in Kansas City, Missouri. We want to, like, go home at the end of the night. Kansas City is vastly, or it's not vastly, it's quickly becoming as bad, if not worse, than Chicago right now. Yeah, Blue Moon. I've heard of Blue Moon before. I don't remember Crazy Horse. I would have drank it, though, because... Yeah, I like Blue Moon. You don't have to garnish it with the fucking orange peel, though. I'm fine without it. I've actually been to a Blue Moose before. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't really very good either. I mean, if I'm going to shell out that kind of money, it better be pretty fucking good. Miguel lives in Camden. He was just talking about it. Yeah, it still reserves one of those high volumes. It's like 11%, I think. It was different. I think we always called it 211, but it was still reserve is what it was. I think it was still reserve 211 is actually what they called it. Yeah, that shit's funny, isn't it? You can go eat at the same restaurant in two different fucking cities, and one of them's just the bomb, and the other one, you know, you're leaving a trail of shit from the fucking table to your car trying to make it to the hospital before you die from fucking dysentery. Miguel, that would have been a good one to try. Of course, back in the 90s, I was drinking like Coors Light and Miller High Life. Because that's kind of just what I grew up on. Just the good stuff. Oh, and Little Kings and fucking Mickey's. I used to drink those all the time too. I remember drinking Red Dog. And the 90s had Zima too, which I had some Zima here not too long ago. Yeah, they had a couple of those that were like Red Dog. I was going to say Red Bull, but no, that's still around, and that's not alcoholic unless you put some fucking vodka in it. But that's the best way to drink Red Bull is with fucking vodka in it. I like some old PBR. That's some good shit. I have Banquet in the fridge over there. Matter of fact, it's one of the only ones I have to change my bottle opener a wee bit because it's the short fat cans or short fat bottles, and my bottle opener doesn't like to open that one. That's the only one that I haven't been able to crack open. I'll show you real quick that it just doesn't work. Oh, it's healing up fine. You see that? I should be pulling those steri strips off. But see how that comes down? It hits right there. You don't have any room to pop that top off of that bottle with this design. So I'm either going to have to bring this out straighter so it's not curved down so much, bring it out straighter so that it works on these, or I'm going to have to grab the old Pabst and just peel her off like everybody used to do back in the fucking 70s or whatever, when everybody drank fucking Pabst. Or actually, hell, who knows how old that fucking... Matter of fact, this was my grandfather's. I found it in his tool collection whenever he passed away, and I grabbed it because I like old shit like that. And it's been opening up beers for years. There you go. Golden since 1873. I'm in the garage, Fuzzy. Yeah, Juan, I could twist it off, but the grip in this hand is fucking horrible. Like, and this, you know, I had my surgery and shit. My hand is still fucking numb. My arm is still fucking numb. It feels, you know, slowly like it's getting better. And the surgeon said with a nerve, it could take a year, a month, 6 months for it to come back, or it could never come back as far as the feeling is concerned. So, had the surgery, and nobody will know it'll work until it actually fucking works. If it doesn't work, then it just never fucking worked. But they went ahead and rerouted the nerve. They pulled it from the bottom here. They pulled it from the bottom and they moved it up to the top and put it on the top. So my nerve actually runs on the top of my elbow here instead of on the bottom where everybody else's does. Yeah, it didn't open up. There you go. Live stream. Pulled off the fucking steri strips. It's still held together. Ha! Later, junkie. I'll have to clean this shit up and see what it actually looks like. I'll probably do that before I go to bed. to hop in the shower, pull some shit off. Zip ties and bi-applies. Five hours of sleep, fucking junkie. You got 250% more sleep than I got today. Alright guys, it's coming up on an hour here. And you know, Oso was talking about, you need to go live, you need to go live. And then he was in here for like 30 seconds. So, all the fucking channels from Canada are fucking funny. What is the deal with that shit? Also, how come you're not in the chat? You can't type and whack off at the same time? Well, see, you didn't need me to go live anyway, if you're busy. I mean, it's Saturday. Oh, well, so you're going to screw shit up if you're just listening. Fuzzy, it's okay. He's just listening. What the hell are you doing working on a website? Is that the one you were talking about the other day? The one that's going to host the bestiality porn shit? Yeah, there you go. Getting Buku. I'm telling you, it'll make a lot of money, because there's not a whole lot of those websites out there anymore. What's up, Eddie? Also, you just need to send me your website, and I will link it to my Amazon affiliate so they can go ahead and look at it, and it'll all be good. Just drank for 8 hours. That is delicious. How hard is it to do a website there, Oso? Are you doing that Wix bullshit that I see on the fucking YouTube all the time? It only took me 15 minutes to build a website, and now all of my friends can find me. WordPress. God damn it, everybody comes up with all this shit and then My memory sucks fucking balls. I can't remember a damn thing. I wish there was a way you could do it from the app to where you could get somebody on the YouTube app with you instead of using Google Hangouts. Because I still don't know how to work Google Hangouts, even though I know it's easy. Eddie, I knew you had a website, actually. I thought that was Casual Encounter Sick. Fuzzy, don't do it. Don't do it. Real jobs lead to boredom, and boredom leads to more boredom. It's fucking horrible. WordPress. $12 a year, huh? Eddie, which one do you use? Do you use that WordPress like Osa was talking about, or do you use a different one? Because I'm going to have somebody research this shit, probably my old lady or my kid, and tell me which one's better. Later, sick. Eddie, who hosts your website? Oh, your brother? The old lady's brother, he's an IT guy. But, later, KK. He doesn't, do websites and shit like that, I don't think. I think he just works on the hardware and, you know, reinstallation of software and shit like that side of everything. What's up, Kyle? What does, if you speak DOS, can he speak iOS? Or is it just DOS? That's fucking hilarious, Fuzzy. Yeah, that's binary. It is a fucking hell of a sweet ass socket set, Kyle. It has all of the features that you would pay a shit ton of money for, and it's all included in that one fucking set. It's ridiculous. I mean, you go and I think I'm not sure how much the gear wrench set is for just their Wobble Plus extensions, but I'm thinking it's probably somewhere between the $40 and $60 range for their set of 3. I'm sure Tony the technician will tell you how much they cost, because he's got both of them, the 1/4 inch and the 3/8. But this 3/8 comes with them, and then it also comes with the magnetized spark plug sockets. Those are the best spark plug sockets in the fucking game, the magnetized ones. Fuzzy, yeah, they just take the phone number out of it. Oh, the fucking cloud. It's ridiculous. What's up, G? Oh, so you have the cloud host for you, Oso? That's that's cheap then, isn't it? Because the cloud's pretty much free, I think. Unless you go over your 5 gigs or whatever the hell it is. And then you have to pay. But if you're just doing a fucking blog deal, then it's going to take a while to get over fucking 5 gigs, isn't it, Oso? I need one of them goddamn Chinese pillows with the fucking bamboo seeds or whatever the fuck in it. Yeah, Ford truck, but the thing is, on those Triton engines, that 9/16 still isn't going to get your spark plug out. You're going to have that fucking Lyle tool. I went and tried to change the spark plugs on my brother's, and I think he and I ended up breaking 4 out of the 6 that we tried, and then the last 2, we just said, fuck it, we don't have the tool for it. And that was back when the tool actually cost like $150 from Lyle instead of $50 all day on Craigslist like they are now. So he ended up taking it to the shop down the street, and I think it still ended up costing him $500 to change those spark plugs out. Because, of course, the ones we broke were still fucking in it. And, or no, I think we broke 4 out of the 6. We're only able to get 2 of them out all the way. Who knows what the fuck the threads look like, because apparently there's only like 3 threads in the whole fucking head to hold them things in. But, yeah, it was a fucking ordeal. Yeah, I thought there were a lot more cars now. We're going to that 9/16 or 14mm fucking spark plug socket. Which is why I think that OEM set is geared more towards the automotive world. Because you really don't have 13/16 spark plug sockets anymore. Those were old fucking engines, like Pontiacs and Oldsmobiles and old ass fucking Chevys would have a 13/16. But, you know, none of that shit today. It's all 5/8. 9/16, like 11mm, I think. Yeah, Juan. Oso's just trying to get underneath your skin. Yeah, that's really fucking lucky. To get no brakes on all fucking 8 of them, that's like a fucking unicorn. Fucking 5'4". That's ridiculous, man. Yeah, Cat. OEM has some good looking shit. I saw some stuff on Amazon. Threw it on my fucking wish list because they had like the Master Hex set and then the fucking Master Torque set that was all in the same foam shit that 3/8 set I have is in. It was good looking shit. How in the hell you do them every time without fucking breaking them, Bruce? You give them to somebody else? I mean, that's the way I would do it. I would give them to somebody else and have them break them. And then I wouldn't break any of them. Yeah, Ford, I think all the guys that actually work on those Fords all the time, somebody in the shop has one of those fucking 5.4 plug kits. I know exactly how you do it. You trade it in for a fucking GMC. That's remarkable, Fuzzy. Cat, I wouldn't worry about their power tools. I'd go... I know you got a lot of Snap-on now, but I'd go Milwaukee and just be done. Yeah. Trade it in for something else. Yeah, there's always Black Friday. Gee, did you get that 1,400 foot-pound one? Yeah, that's the good one. Well, the new good one. The old one's still fucking good. I mean, 1,100 or 1,200, whatever it was, still plenty fucking powerful. I mean, that'd get anything I could ever fuck with off. I think we don't run any MSD yet. That may be an upgrade that I do in the truck later on, but not right now. Right now I just got to get it's running now. I got to get the kit in it. In order to get the kit in it, I got to get the new seat, and I got to make sure all the brakes fucking work, and I got to make sure the tranny shifts like it's supposed to. The truck's been sitting for fucking 14 years. I mean, really all it took was a fuel pump to get it going. Just had to drain the gas out of the tank. it was stale and nasty and fucking you got covered in it and smelled like shit for a couple days. Other than that, that truck fucking fired up on small engine, pre-mix fuel, dumped it in the carburetor, and then I'd sit there and spray fucking carburetor cleaner in it to keep it running, and then swapped out the fuel pump for a new one a couple of different times because they kept on giving me shitty ass fucking mechanical fuel pumps. And then once that was done, that's all she wrote. She starts up and fucking goes now. Yeah, 600's pretty fucking high. Bruce, that's gotta be... You gotta, like, clench up your fucking asshole, though, whenever you do that shit. Because they always tell you, don't fucking take that shit off whenever it's hot. Wait until it's fucking cold. And, you know, you're sitting there blasting it full of PB, and then running her hot, and then impacting. That's, like, 3 things that you're, like, not supposed to fucking do at all. Eddie, it never was a stranger. It always took 2 hands. So now I'm just down to 1 hand. So it's... I did take the bandages off earlier, though. There's the scar. That's what it's going to look like, pretty much. But are you just talking about a regular old HEI fucking distributor? Yeah, that's fucking amazing, Bruce. Never have one fucking issue on that shit with that Ford Triton like that. That's ridiculous. You do everything they tell you not to do, and it actually fucking works. The only one of those we have left is, we have an... Oh, what the fuck is that thing? We have an Expedition that has one of those 5.4 Tritons in it. But spark plugs have already been changed in it, and I think we're trying to get rid of it right now. Or my brother's trying to get rid of it. The only Mopar I'd ever be able to drive, Eddie, is a Challenger. Cat Loco sent me some pictures of his. I'd drive both of them. Yeah, I bet they're fun as hell. Pertronics, huh? Yeah, Bruce, that's what I'm saying. It sounds exactly backwards of what everything I had ever been fucking taught was. Never use an impact on a fucking spark plug. It's always hand. It's always cold. And you never spray anything in there if you want the son of a bitch to run again, unless you're going to change the plugs right out and then clean everything and put new fucking plugs in. But I know that's not the way everybody does it. But still. Yeah, so it's got to just be the shock. It's that very first initial fucking impact that has to break it, because if it'd take any more than that, you're gonna twist up those fucking threads. Yeah, percussive. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to put a half inch fucking impact on it. Bruce, do you use the fucking half inch? Later, Eddie. You go get you some tail. I guess when you're working in a shop, if you break a plug, it really doesn't fucking matter. They're going to pay for it anyway, especially on those engines. They should know that they run a risk of that shit. You're going to tell them beforehand anyway, hey, this shit could fuck up. You got to prepare their ass. Yeah, I hear that Matco 3/8 is pretty fucking torquey. Bruce, what is your half inch? Yeah, time zerts. Back in the day, we didn't have any time zerts. They were all Healy coils is what we used. And I know that's just a brand name now. That's the same thing with the time zert. They're Healy coils, but under a different name. Yeah, recoil's another. What's up, Gary? You came in just in time. Yeah, I'm getting ready to. I've been trying for the last 20 minutes. But Oso finally came back in. Yeah, but you weren't in the chat, Oso. Yeah, Gary, I took the stereo strips off earlier. That's what it looks like. And then see if you look here, there's one there. There's one there. And there's one up here. Those were a fucking grinding wheel. The damn Harbor Freight grinding wheel, it broke whenever I was fucking zipping some shit in half. And that 4.5 inch come up on me because it was one of the ones that you just flip it on or flip it off. It wasn't the paddle switch. So I had her flipped on and I was one-handed it. And yeah, it come off. It fucking tapped me twice in the arm and then wrapped up in my fucking sleeve. If it hadn't wrapped up in my fucking sleeve, I may not have half an arm. Wouldn't have had to worry about the elbow. Which daughter, Oso? Don't you have like 4 or 6 of them? Aren't you working on a fucking volleyball team? The guard was to keep my wrist straight, because if you bend it, that flexes the muscle, and that nerve runs on top of the muscle now instead of underneath it. So they wanted it to essentially the fibers to grow in together, so that muscle would hold the nerve bundle on top of my arm instead of underneath. I'm supposed to have that guard on for the next 3 weeks, but I've been feeling better, so I went ahead and took it off. Plus, it really limits the movement in my wrist whenever I have it on, and I like to be able to move that shit out. Being all gimped up and shit. Yes, exactly, Bruce. I wish that motherfucker would have had one of them goddamn paddle fucking switches on it. No, it had a guard on it. It's just, that's the part that fucking hit me, was the part that didn't have the guard on it. The part that I was using to cut. I do have big ass face shields that I have those, bench grinders and shit. And some of those don't have grinding wheels on them. They'll have polishers on them or fucking wire brushes. So I'll take the fucking shields off of those, but I'll wear a full clear face shield whenever I dick with that shit. Chain gloves wouldn't have worked unless they'd have been up above the fucking elbow. I would have needed a chain fucking sleeve is what I would have needed. Junkie was in here earlier, Bruce. Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. I have seen some shit, I think the channel's called Make It Extreme. That guy makes all kinds of fucking shit out of those little 4.5-inch fucking grinders. I mean, fucking adapters to turn it into a fucking chainsaw. And he uses one to where it's a, he uses it and fucking powers like a skateboard or some kind of fucking scooter or some kind of shit like that. Yeah, Make It Extreme. They make it extreme. Actually, I think I haven't seen one of his videos since they did the fucking bell notification, now that I think about it. I don't know that I have the bell ring on him. So, if I remember, I'm going to have to go back and fucking look for some of his shit. Maybe they haven't been putting out any content either, Fuzzy. I don't know. I'll have to go look, though. Because I like their videos. Their videos were done in a way that you could, if you had a welder and a fucking cutter and the ability to bend some metal, you could make the exact fucking same thing they were doing, because they showed you exactly how the fuck they did it. So, yeah, it was fucking a hella good show. Fuzzy's been good, Bruce. We just got to figure out how in the fuck he got banned over on Erico's channel. Because he can watch the stream, he just can't fucking talk to Erico, and that's bullshit. And the weird thing is Erico doesn't have a whole lot of moderators. I've been watching videos on Camtasia. I just haven't devoted the time to fully learn it yet. It has the damn... I wanted to upload my fucking editing software onto my fucking little external hard drive that I was bringing up to your place. And show you how I did it, because I'll take a video and you can chop it up and then combine them all together, but you don't have the little box up in the corner, and then pull videos out of that, and it's down to a fucking 1/10 of a second is where you can cut it out. Yeah, I know, it's backwards from the way I originally learned how to do it. So in effect, all the shit that you showed me was exactly what not to do on the editing software I already have. So, and plus I've been able to get back in it since my arm's all fucked up and I can't go out and do a whole lot of shit anymore right now. I've been able to throw a few videos together and get them out. I think I put 5 or 6 of them out in the last like week or two. Yeah, and Fuzzy, that's what I'm thinking, is maybe you pissed off just one of his buddies or longtime subs or something like that he, you know, has a good relationship with, and you might have just been dicking around and caught the fucking, you know, caught the raw end of the deal there. Chevy update's coming. Yeah. Gee, it doesn't matter what software you choose. You can find a video on YouTube on how to fucking use it. Yeah, see, that could have been it too, Fuzzy. So, we just got to figure out how to get him to go to your channel and click on your little deal and get you unblocked so that you can come back. That's what I'm saying. It might have been somebody that was just, you know, a friend of the family or whatever, and may got stepped on, and, you know, that kind of shit happens, you know. Isn't that fucking nuts, Oso? He actually does have people call his fucking shop. Fuzzy, are you going to go to Junkie's fucking meetup? That is a rich fee move. Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't know that Fuzzy's actually fucking funny. And he's not a dick. And it's so weird because text and shit like that, you know, the comment section, it's hard to read people sometimes. But I've always been able to fucking read Fuzzy. Fuzzy, it'd be so awesome, though, to have your fucking town car in a damn dump truck shop. That would be fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's very hard to tell emotion. Yeah, so see, that's the thing. Fuzzy got a name for himself out there. It just depends on who you are as to what that name actually means. Ah, fuck that. Nope, I'm out of apple pie. I've got to make some more fucking, for the meetup. Gary, where are you at in the country? Gee, you're in Seattle. I think they're gonna do something in March. Oh, so when the fuck is that meetup gonna happen between you and MD Lee and Keith? I don't know how to fucking bring anybody else on the live stream. I use the actual like YouTube app on my iPad. Eight 3-1. Yeah. Well, that's good. I think they were looking for a place to host it. Monterey County. So is that kind of like the Silicon Valley type area or whatever, Gary? Bruce, Rich V said he was going to come down and visit you, and you were going to shoot a video of him fixing a car. Fucking Juan. Rich V will be there for sex on the 9th. Nice. Have you decided who's pitching and who's catching? Or just kind of up in the air right now? Just going to wait until he gets there and feel it out? Atta kid, Ken. Rub it in. Rub it in. Because in December, all you can fucking do is have sex. It's too fucking cold to do anything else. That's why it turns December into sex. Fuzzy, Ken's gonna be there at Junkie's fucking meetup. Oh, come on. Cuddle? There's no such thing as cuddling. Unless you're doing it with a pet. Everybody knows. You get the dick, you go to sleep. That's the way it is. Doesn't matter if you're straight or homo. Somebody gets the dick and then everybody else goes to sleep right after. No such thing as cuddling. See, Fuzzy? There you go. Ken's gonna bring his fucking Hummer, so then you can sit there and show him how to fucking turn that sumbitch into a lowrider. That's right. Give the dick, go to sleep. It's the same way. Doesn't matter what coast you're on, you know, middle of the country, it's all the same. What's going on, Dan? Right, Fuzzy, you could teach him how to do it and he would be the fucking first. Can you imagine that on YouTube? Ken the Long Guy with a fucking lowrider Hummer? That would be the shit. Get that sumbitch up three-wheeling. You damn near break the fucking internet. Ken, don't think about it, just do it. Don't think about it. When you think about shit, it all gets fucked up. You just gotta do it. I watched some shit the other day, so there was a fucking 80-some straight-bodied Chevy, and I think they said that they were up on 36s. Of course, he couldn't turn worth a fuck. It was kind of like turning a fucking limo or a train on a fucking regular old city street. Like, yeah, it was horrible, his turning radius was. But the motherfucking truck looked sharp as shit. Oh, so my fucking truck has 15s on it. You know how hard it is to get fucking tires and 15s anymore? I thought you'd be able to buy 15s for fucking ever. Also, I used to have a little Mazda B2200 that they were not Daytons, they were called Players, but they were the same as Daytons. And the car club was called Low Life. I have a picture of it somewhere, you know, but the back glass, it said Low Life across the top of it. It was a pretty fucking sweet little truck. Had the shaved door handles. The button was up underneath the fender where you had the remote where you could pop the door open with the remote. But if you didn't have the remote, you just felt up under the inner fender there, and you pop a button and the fucking door would open for you. It's pretty fucking sweet ass. And then I crashed that sumbitch into a telephone pole on some black ice in the middle of fucking January. Yeah, Fuzzy. Players. Pretty close. I remember Roadsters too. I actually wanted some, they had tires back in the day, they were called Vogues. And they had the white wall, but then they also had a, like, thin gold stripe that went around them too. Those were pretty fucking badass looking. I never got a fucking pair of them, but I wanted to put some Vogues on my fucking, players. Yeah, Dayton's were always a shit. I know they got player ads in them. That's where I order my shit was, from fucking Lowrider Magazine. Yeah, that's right, Juan. I can't remember if they still make Dayton's or not. That's in Ken and God, that's in Ken and fucking Fuzzy's neck of the woods. They're both in Ohio. Yeah, Juan. Players were, they were knockoffs of Dayton's, but they were still pretty fucking spendy. I want to say my set was $1,800 with fucking tires. Dan, that'll be a good watch. Fuzzy, didn't you say that you had Zeniths on that town car? Yep. That's awesome, Dan. I think my dad just turned 71. He doesn't turn wrenches still full time, but he still fucks some shit up. Damn, price has gone up, Fuzzy. Son of a bitch. Do they still have, like, fucking Lowrider Magazine and all that shit? I know a guy here in town, he owns the tint shop. He has fucking hydraulics on his little truck. I can't remember if it's, I want to say it's a like Nissan or fucking Mazda or something like that. It may have been a fucking S10, but I can't remember what the fuck it is. But there was a shop in Kansas City that used to make pumps and dumps. They're called Lona and Sons. They used to advertise in Lowrider magazine. Apparently they had some of the best fucking dumps, I think is what they were known for. Juan, they still make Lowrider magazine. Alright, I figured it hadn't actually gone out of print yet. Budget, do it. Buy another Cutlass. Oh, Ken, they still gotta be big on the West Coast. There you go, Oso. Juan's got a bunch of cars he can sell you. Matter of fact, what's up, Mr. Mike? Every time. Fuzzy, it was always like that with Lowrider magazines. The chicks were almost always the best part of the magazine. That was the bad thing, because the cars were pretty fucking kick-ass. Also, one of my, I wouldn't call it dream cars, it's more of a attainable car, is a 95 Impala SS. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. Is it 96? I thought it was 95. Yeah, those were the ones that was like fucking everything on it other than the body was a like fucking Corvette. It was a Corvette engine. It was a Corvette transmission. It was a Corvette fucking rear end. Everything on it was a fucking Corvette except for the damn body. Yeah, that's the problem, Fuzzy. They're still attainable, but you're gonna pay fucking $5, $7, $8, $10,000 depending on what it looks like on the inside and the fucking amount of rust it's got. I want to say they had the fucking LT1 in them. Yeah. They're badass fucking cars. Gary, I hope you're talking about like a 12-inch dick, because Bruce loves those kind of emails. If you guys have a video of a dude working on another dude, send it to Bruce's email. He fucking loves getting that shit in his email. What was the difference between the Caprice and the fucking Impala? Was the Caprice bigger than the Impala, or was the Impala bigger than the Caprice? That was all. It was just the fucking badging. Alright. I kind of knew there wasn't a whole lot of difference between the two of them, but I couldn't remember if one was actually fucking bigger than the other. Yeah, alright. And that police package also has that fucking LT1 in it? Sweet. So a Caprice is kind of like the fucking sleeper Impala SS. It can't be better than the Impala SS. It can be the same, but it can't be better. Well, I don't know. It could be better because it's cheaper. Yeah, I can't remember what that fucking big ass engine was, Juan. I think Chevy came out with like a fucking 560 at one time. An older fucking engine too. It wasn't a new shit. It was old. Was the Biscayne the fucking cheap Bonneville? Is that what it was? Nice, Dan. Here in Kansas, the only way you get front plates is if you have a personalized tag, and then the front plate is the same as the back plate. Yeah, I remember that era back in the 90s. All the Hondas had the fucking shit that stuck out like 4 or 6 inches from the fucking fender well. Or from the edge of the fucking outside fender, actually. Dan, did he ever get pulled over in one of those cars and get fucking in trouble for having 2 different license plates on it? Juan, are you ever going to do any of that with your car? Do the whole, fucking, as Oso would call it, the RC car look? Cockroaches. That was fucking funny. Two different cars then, 2 different plates. That's funny, Juan. Whenever I was in Emporia, we had that IBP, Iowa Beef Production, or I always thought it was Iowa Beef Plant, but whatever. But they had a lot of Southerners, not all Mexicans, some of them Southern Mexicans, like you know, Honduras and El Salvador and whatever. But it was funny to hear them argue amongst each other. Because some of them would sit there, and I can't remember if it was the Mexicans that called the, like, El Salvadorian music circus music, or if it was the other way around. Like, the Salvies called the fucking Mexican music circus music, but one of them called the other one and said, oh, that's fucking circus music, that's bullshit. It was fucking hilarious. But that was what they used to call those cars, too. They used to call them circus mobiles. And for the life of me, I can't remember which way it was. But I mean, we had all of them. They weren't Mexicans and Salvadorians. They were Nicaraguans and fucking Honduras. And I mean, you name it, we fucking had them there in that beef packing plant. And they did not fucking get along amongst the different countries. It was unreal. You would have thought that being such close neighbors or whatever, they would have all got along. But no, they never got along, man. Fucking never got along. They damn right hated each other, really. No, I didn't pack beef. I palletized beef. It would come down the line, and I would have to grab, like, the fucking 73% beef and 27% fat 50-pound box of fucking hamburger and throw it on a fucking pallet. And stack it fucking 8 high and fucking 5 deep. 5 on a layer, 8 high, and then fucking somebody come pick that shit up and roll it out, and I'd fucking do that shit for 12 fucking hours, man. I had a buddy that had one of those Tauruses. I can't remember if it was 96 to 99. But, yeah, it wasn't that new. His was older. 80 something. Mid-80s, maybe. Dude, I'm looking into those fucking sticks. I'll probably listen to it while I go to bed tonight. Yes. Oh, so I don't know if they were illegals. Probably, but I don't know. And there was a lot of different accents on all the Spanish that was spoken in that building. I remember the fucking Chevy Trackers that look like that too. Yeah, the beef industry here in Kansas is fucking huge. mainly because we grow the best grass as far as like hay in the fucking nation. You can't beat Kansas grass. Yep. Trackers, Suzuki Sidekicks, all that shit. Yeah, those fucking things are huge, Dan. I saw that shit. I want to say that I know I saw one of them was fucking 32 gig, and if that's full of music, that's fucking months of fucking music to listen to. Now, that reminds me, Fuzzy, since you're in the lowrider scene, do they still hold, like I remember back in the day they used to take the little bitty trucks, the mini trucks, and they would have the fucking beds that they would dance the fucking beds on. You remember that shit? Do they still do that shit nowadays, or is it just all cars? Do they still have dancing beds? Or is it just all cars? Mr. Mike sometimes fucking is fighting. Sweet, Dan. Yeah, I don't know anybody that didn't actually want a dancing bed fucking mini truck. I mean, that shit was the fucking bomb back in the day. Fuzzy, them Amish people ever put fucking hydros on their carriages? Because that'd be fucking hilarious, man. You ought to fucking hook up some Amish people and be like, look, you need some batteries, and you need a pump, and you need to be able to fucking bounce this carriage down the fucking street. Yeah, that was huge, was that fucking Crusher plush fucking interior. Yeah, that shit was huge back in the day, too. Juan, does that mean you heated that motherfucker up with a torch and you got somebody jump up and down on the fucking hood to get him to fucking smash down? Is that what you mean by ghetto lowered? Yeah, I know there was a lot of fucking Amish out in Pennsylvania too. Because I don't know if you remember, but there was a show here like fucking 3 or 4 or 6 years ago. It's called the fucking Amish Mafia, and you know, there was a big fat Amish dude that ran the mafia, and then, you know, his henchmen. There were a couple of the Amish guys, and then the Mennonite, he was the one that carried the fucking gun because, yeah, it was all a bunch of bullshit, but it was fucking funny. And they were, you know, the Pennsylvania mob. There was a Ohio mob guy who was trying to come over and steal the Pennsylvania Amish for himself. It was a big old fucking huge drama mess, but my old lady loved that fucking show. Yeah, Dan, you have some of that Nora Jones on those fucking sticks in there, do you? Yeah, that's the thing. It was just entertainment. There's not a lick of fucking truth to that shit at all. I mean, they may have got some of their facts right about throwing a party in the fucking barn or whatever, but other than that, no, they're... And the fucking Rumspringa, yeah, that shit's real, but no. Dan, that'd be sweet ass. So it's a fucking triple deuce, is that what you're saying? The 6-pack? I'll look. Yeah, Discovery Channel has that fucking Gear Dog show on it. I think that's real. Matter of fact, I know it's real. I met the guys that are on that show. They're supposed to be coming to the meet and greet. Good job, Frankie. The old lady hates it when you leave the trash in the house. Fuzzy, I'm not sure if Orange County is still in business. I know that it was what, Paul Sr. and Paul Jr. got into a fucking big ass fight. And I can't remember which one of them actually ended up with the shop, the Orange County shop. But I do know that old Jesse James, West Coast Choppers. I don't know that West Coast Choppers is still around, but Jesse James still makes motorcycles. And he also has a new, I can't remember if it's a bourbon whiskey or if it's a moonshine or fucking beer he has coming out, but there's some kind of Jesse James alcoholic drink out there. It's the same time as mine, Frankie M. It's October 21st. Yeah, Frankie, I knew he was in Texas. I don't remember seeing any of their old ladies. But it would not surprise me at all if those guys have hot old ladies. What's up, every day? Frankie, do you know when you guys are going to have a meetup out there? I say work and get the overtime. Because when you get older, you won't want to fucking work and get the overtime. Do it while you can. Yeah, that's right, Juan. It's going to be in the panhandle of Texas, damn it. Yeah, Frankie, the thing is, if you do a Southern California fucking meet and greet, you could have it in January, and it'll still be fucking nice enough outside to hang out for a half a day and grill fucking hot dogs or whatever the hell. Oh yeah, 20 hours a week overtime. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I wouldn't fucking hold it against you if you didn't want to go ahead and fucking call it a week and take a few days off. Shop owners always work long hours. I don't really think most fleet techs are actually flat rate. I think they're mostly hourly. You end up working for like a bus company or a city or a county or a state. Yeah, they're hourly, most of them. The ones I know of, they're all hourly because they all work for the government, basically. Or, you know, if they work private, they work for a bus company or a fucking cab company or some shit like that. Oh. Oh, so that's the second time within like fucking 3 hours. You need to go to a doctor, man. You're not supposed to poop that much. Fuzzy, old fucking MD Lee the other night was talking about that waitress or whatever. I was trying to tell him Pixar didn't happen. Trying to say, hey, you need to send me some pics of that fucking waitress you're talking about you're gonna marry and shit. He never did send them to me. He said I'm not a creep. I said, you just got too high standards. You're a creep. You just need to get over yourself. Willpower. Just lose it. You'll be fine. Yeah. That would be hilarious, though. Fuzzy, if you were on the other side of the room watching MD Lee stare at the waitress, don't tell me you wouldn't fucking crack your ass up. He's saying he wasn't, but I don't know. Mr. Mike, go for the app. All you gotta do is click on the little camera thing up there and it says go live, and then you click the go live button and you're live. Oh, Fleet, it's just gonna get worse, buddy. You think there's nothing but a bunch of unqualified little fucking assholes with entitlement problems now? Wait 10 years, it's gonna be fucking way worse than what it is right now. Dan, actually, I think someone was telling me if you have a computer, you can go live. It doesn't matter how many subs you have. But for the mobile app, you know, iPad, iPhone, Android, any of that kind of shit, you have to have over 100 subs. No, I haven't used any Porta Power tools. My understanding is they're all hydraulic and they're fucking awesome. Yeah, I don't know anything about the coder. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Yeah. Yeah, everything hydraulic is fucking awesome. Alright guys, it's time for me to get the fuck to bed. You can't tell, but these eyes are, they're closing. So I'll give Oso a little bit of time to call me a bitch and a pussy for not staying up until he's done working. Yeah, Mike, that's all because people have their shit set to private. So you can't see them. The only guys who have their subscription set to public, those are the only ones you can see. I'm closing in on 500 subs. If I go back and count, I may have 80 people that I can actually see. I'll check it, Gary. No problem. Yeah, I know, Fleet. I fucking wish I could have been sleeping, but my insomnia is fucking real. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fuzzy yours is public. I know mine's public because whenever I sub to people, they come over the channel and they say, hey, you know, thanks for the sub or whatever. Yeah, if I rubbed a few out, I'd be right to sleep. But I'm still one-handed, so it Takes like 3 times as long. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you later.